Beautiful. Everything's working, so it seems. Welcome to the Your Book, Your Voice Coffee Chat. Glad you're here. Checking connections on one more thing here. Just want to make sure this is running. It should be, hopefully. There we go. Just want to make sure because I don't want anything to be all messed up. Got to have it working. Got to have it working. Welcome. This is, again, the Your Book, Your Voice Coffee Chat. If this is your first time tuning in, I am an audiobook coach and producer, and I help nonfiction authors narrate their own audiobook in their own voice, which is super, super important because you as an author are telling a great story, and only you can tell that story the way that you intend it to be heard. And that's really important because your voice is part of your author brand. That's what you're all about. That is what encompasses who you're about as an author. And when you narrate your own audiobook, you are, again, preserving the integrity of your author brand. Now, our topic today, we're going to get into it. The Ugly Ogre. You're probably scratching your heads thinking, what is that? What's an ugly ogre? Well, we're going to dive into that in just a second. There's a couple things I wanted to share with you first. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do something that I keep forgetting to do, and that's to toast to you with your elixir of life, coffee being mine. What is this cup? This is the Sedona Turkey Trot I ran in, what year was that, 2019? I think 2019. Oh, fun race. But cheers to you for being an awesome human being and for joining us on Coffee Chat. Also, just a couple of other things I want to share with you. We go live every Thursday night on the Bold Brave TV YouTube channel with the Your Book, Your Voice podcast. And tonight's podcast is audiobook narration tips and tricks, things that you can do to do a great audiobook narration. And we're going to really do a deep dive in that. So join me live because I encourage you to ask questions and anything that you have regarding the audiobook world. I want to hear about it and I want to help you out. So join me tonight on the Bold Brave TV YouTube channel. It is at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time. There are links on LinkedIn and YouTube where we're doing our coffee chat now. And on Instagram, just go to my profile page and click on the link on my profile page, and then I'll take you to a link that has all, it'll show you all the links to join the podcast and other great things there as well. All right, so what is the Ugly Ogre? Let's dive right into that. Excuse me, I have allergies today, so it's going to be an interesting live coffee chat today. All right, so what is the Ugly Ogre? I call it the Ugly Ogre because this is something that can help you with your audiobook narration. And matter of fact, this is something that can help you with anything that you do, whether in your business life, in your personal life. That is tackling the Ugly Ogre. What is the Ugly Ogre? It has to do with managing not only your time, but managing that big to-do list that we all seem to create. That we start off in just a few things, and when it ends up, it's like this massive list of 30 or 40 things that we want to get done and that we need to get done. But the problem with making big to-do lists is that it's too overwhelming. It's too overwhelming. So what I have my clients who go through my audiobook coaching program, and just anybody who I coach as well, and we talk about managing time and managing things that you can do to get done to move your business forward and just move your life forward, is you need to narrow it down to 5, not more than 5 prioritized things that you need to do to move your business forward. Okay, what are the 5 things that you need to do to move your business forward? And make that list. Matter of fact, it's a good thing to make that list before you go to bed the night before so that your subconscious is already thinking about things that you can do to get that list completed. But narrow it down to just 5 things. Now, out of those 5 things, there's going to be one big event that probably is something that you've been putting off. All right, so that is your Ugly Ogre. Your Ugly Ogre is that one thing, that one top priority thing on your list that is the biggest project that you need to get done. And a lot of times what we do is we do put it off. We put it off to the next day, and then to the next day, and then to the next day, and then it just never gets done. And then you just feel that weight on your shoulders every single day. Oh, I know I got to get this done. And then you don't do it. And then the next day you're pressured. Oh, I got to get this done. Tackle the ugly ogre. That is the very first thing that you do, right? Number one, whatever that hard thing is for you to do, you do that first. When you start your day and you're going to tackle these, not more than 5 things on your list, do the ugly ogre first. Get that done and off your plate. Even if it takes you half a day, get it done. Because once it's off your plate, that huge weight on your shoulders is lifted up. And then you can just handle the rest of the things on your list. And you're going to find that you're going to get everything done on your list. And what that means is that there will be other things that you can accomplish. Remember, you have that big giant list? Well, maybe you can pull a couple of things off of that list and get more things done that you even thought you would be able to do in that same amount of time during the day. So get the ugly ogre off your plate, all right? That's what the ugly ogre is. Now, this really does apply when you're doing your audiobook narration, because that is a big project to do, to narrate your own audiobook and just tackle it, right? Let that be your ugly ogre, but it's really a fun ogre because, doing your audiobook is great. It's a great experience and you're doing something really great for your author brand. You're telling your story in your own voice, which is so very important to, again, narrate your own book in your own voice without another narrator, without doing AI, because it's your story, right? But get that done. Be accountable. It's making yourself accountable to do the things that you need to do, especially when they're hard, okay? That's what the ugly ogre is. If maybe you feel overwhelmed about recording your audiobook, just get it done. Get it done. And you know what? In a couple hours, you're going to be, wow, I knocked out that chapter. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And then you'll be fired up to continue on. So again, if it's a hard thing for you to do, let that be your number one priority on your list. Let that be your ugly ogre, okay? You can tackle that ugly ogre because once you get that off your plate, man, you're good to go. You're good to go to get the rest of the things on your to-do list done, and you will find that you will get more things accomplished and that you will have time to get other things that you would like to get done. So here's my piece of advice for you. When you're putting together your to-do list, keep it just to 5. Just to 5 things to get done, all right? Then what you do is you prioritize. What is the hardest thing on that list for you to accomplish for the following day? Tackle that first. Get it done first, all right? And make your list the night before so that your subconscious can think about it while you're sleeping, It will, your mind, your subconscious will be thinking of things, of how you can accomplish these things that are on your list. So get it done the night before. Let your brain think about it. So when you wake up in the morning, you're fired up, you're ready to go. You know what you need to do, all right? And then tackle that hard thing first. That is your ugly ogre. Get it off your plate. And then everything else for the rest of the day is going to be smooth. It's going to run much more smoothly for you. So there you go. It's simple. That's the ugly ogre, all right? So whether you're writing your book, whether you're recording your audiobook, get that hard thing done first, all right? Now, if you're considering recording your audiobook or actually creating an audiobook, I'd love for you to reach out to me. I'd love to speak with you. So book a call with me. I have an audiobook coaching program that's called Your Book, Your Voice, and you can record, narrate, and be published on Audible, Amazon, and Apple by the end of the 6-week program. I designed it for 6 weeks because you can get it done. You absolutely can get it done in 6 weeks. So book a call. It's the simplest thing. It's the first simple step so that I can talk with you, find out more about your book, tell you more about the audiobook coaching program, and get you enrolled. All right, do this. This is a great thing for your author brand. And also, the audiobook world continues to grow and expand. More people listen to audiobooks than ever, and you just don't want to miss out on that market. So you got to get it done. So book your call. There's a link in the description on YouTube and also LinkedIn, and also on Instagram. Again, go to my profile page. All the links are there. And one more thing I do want to share with you is that I do have an audiobook narration reference guide as my gift to give to you. I'd love to have you have a copy of this because there's some great tools and techniques that will help you do a great audiobook narration. Again, the link for that is in the description on YouTube and LinkedIn. And of course, as you know, Instagram, go to my profile page and click on that link. All right. All right. If you ever have any questions about the audiobook world, reach out to me. This is why I do this coffee chat. I kind of keep it very conversational and an open forum, but I do bring a topic in to talk about. But if there's something that you would like me to talk about, or if you have questions about the audiobook world and you're an author and you want to narrate your own audiobook, let me know. We'll talk about it. All right. This is why I do the lives. And of course, speaking of live, make sure you join me tonight for the Your Book, Your Voice podcast. Audiobook narration tips and tricks, man. It's going to be a really, really, really good one. So I want to make sure that you go out and you join me tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time, live on the Bold Brave TV YouTube channel. All right, just check it out. Again, links there for the podcast are also in the description on YouTube and LinkedIn. And yep, Instagram, you know what to do. Go to my profile page, click on that link, and everything will be out there for you. All the links that you need. All right. So with that, my friends, I'm going to wrap it up today. I got to deal with this allergy issue. So anyway, you can join me at Coffee Chat here, the Your Book, Your Voice Coffee Chat every Thursday at this time. And my assignment to you, of course, is when you're out and about in the world, smile at a stranger, say hello to them, give them a compliment, because that small gesture of kindness can make the world a difference in somebody's life. So be a life changer. All right. Thank you again for, excuse me, for joining, and we'll be talking to you next week. Join you for the podcast tonight. I'd love to have you join me live again on the Bold Brave TV YouTube channel, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time. All right, we'll say goodbye to our YouTube and LinkedIn friends first. Thank you so much for your support and for tuning in.